let's go ahead and populate. I'm going to drop this one on you today. It's going to be a really good one. Gratitude. It's going to be a really good one. As always, I'm going to deal with, keep trying to tell you the truth. The thing about it is that I don't mind being persecuted for the truth, but I won't take persecution for a lie. A lie would never be the truth, and the truth would never be a lie. So I'm not going to be persecuted. I'm not going to suffer needlessly for an untruth, for a factitious narrative, for a fantasy. That's just not where I am, but I am willing to do it all for the truth. Because the truth is the only thing that'll make you free. The only thing that'll set you free is the truth. To see how and know how things really appear and are. So come on in, let's populate. Y'all know how we do, we share. Hey, if this is your first ride with us in the truth session, I am your host with the most. I'm the one, the apostle, the prophet. That's right, coming into your eye gates and to your eardrums with 2,400 watts of power in this hour. Listen to talk to you, to talk to us, and let us talk back to each other. And let us have dialogue and not a monologue. I love you, fam. That's why I'm here. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm here because of love. Love is an action word. Love causes you to spring into action. I love you. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Elder Gibbs. Y'all tell somebody. Hey, Hank, what's going on, brother? Y'all go get on and share with somebody. We populate. Just get ready. We'll let a few more people in the room listen and we'll get busy. While we doing this and while we're populating, listen, I want to shout out my staff, man. Listen, man, my staff is second to none. I mean, man, they lay it out for the one, for the apostle. Listen, they prep, they inundate me with the things that are necessary for me to be in the game. Yeah, it's real subtle. It is so subtle. You know, even down to just a drink by KD the Nectar for the gods. Oh man, you're talking about something beautiful. Listen, my administrator, listen here, man, is off the Richter. None other than Dr. Cassandra Lindsay, my administrator. Listen, and then listen, the preparer, the prepper, she who brings forth healing in her cups, none other than KD. Shout out. And then, of course, y'all hear that artistic voice, the artist, none other than JP Hall. My staff. And then my right-hand man that sits in the captain's seat, none other than the master teacher, the apostle himself, T.E. Harris is in the house. And then we have an information officer of information, none other than our own, very own Sister Rhonda Moore. Yeah. Then we have our very own diviner that's in the house as well, none other than our very own the veil, the priestess is out here. Then we have an elder in the house. Our Elder Gibbs is on this line. Then we have another elder that comes in the room, the Elder Prophet Lester Adams comes in the room. And then we have our very own brother, the intuitive one. Yes, indeed, none other than Brother Craig Leverett. Then we have constituents, partners in this, none other than our very own Brenda Brown, a.k.a. the Chocolate Child. Hashtags Daddies Matter Too. Oh, yeah. It gets even better. Listen, this young brother's blowing it up. He's taking it by storm, the podcast world. None other than conscious or crazy, Brother Cedric Kersey. That's right. Yeah, on this line. Hey, number one, I call her number one. She's a constituent. I call her number one, none other than KP. That's right, the number one relationship life coach, Kimberly Purdue. That's right, I'm just shouting y'all out, man, because, hey, it's needful. We need some recognition. We need somebody to be thinking about us. Hey, and our sergeant of arms, let us not fail to call her, that's none other than Kiana. You'll see her out here. That's right. And then also another family member that goes back years and years and years, none other than our very own Tammy Green. You'll see her out there. And this brother here is you have to mention him. You have to mention Brother Hank Swinson. This brother is filled full of information, man. Listen here. And he's on target. He hits the nail on the head with the hammer. Yes, he hits the nail on the head with the hammer. So, now, listen. If I didn't mention you, please owe it to my head and not my heart, but I love you. Yes. All right, y'all. Y'all about ready? Hey Cynthia, I picked this particular topic because I thought it would be unique in terms of what's going on in the theater out here. I keep trying to tell you the truth. Oftentimes when the truth comes, we can't hear it. And one of the reasons why we cannot hear it is that we are programmed. Let me say it again. We're programmed with values and beliefs that we've grown up with. And when some things challenge that, it kind of unsettles us, makes us a little uneasy. And so we're unwilling to hear what is being said. So when you don't hear correctly, whatever you hear is going to be distorted. Not only is it going to be distorted, but it's going to cause cognitive dissonance. It's going to create static in your brain. It's not going to allow you to be able to bring your thoughts all the way around. And it's going to create a disturbance in there where you're going to have two thoughts, simultaneous thoughts. Your thoughts are going to become what we refer to as ambivalent. It's not a big word. It's just a word that means something. Ambivalence. And I'm quite sure that they're going to, master teacher probably put it out there. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Man. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes. Inotep. Abaragani. Amani kaka. Amani dada. Hola. Bonjour. Konnichiwa. Nihama. Come on in, fam. And let's just sit and talk a while. All right? Okay. I'll see you, Kenneth. Okay. All right, you all. Okay, let me... can you all just take 1 minute right now while we're here and just share, please? Just quickly hit the share button, and we're going to go ahead on and get started. I'm going to drop this over in a group, one of our groups. Well, maybe two. I don't like to get too stressed out in the groups. Okay, so there's two. I'm just dropping in these groups, family. Hopefully you have an opportunity to do so. If you're in a group, maybe you'll drop. Hey, Tasha, what's going on? Hey, Jamal. Hey, Calvin. This is another one of our constituents, Shadron, Calvin, hailing in from Austin, Texas. Listen, if this is your first ride with us, please let us know where you're hailing from. So that we can cast this web, this net, and share this energy and this information, okay? Now, again, today we're going to be dealing with, I keep trying to tell you the truth. And so, and with that, we're going to go ahead on and get started. Now, here's what I want to do. And I need to put this out here because this is important. And we're going to have to, I'm telling you, fam, this is important. Important, okay? It's important for you to be in control of your faculties. That is a must. And I'm telling you, in this particular season and time, oh man, it's mind over matter. You're going to have to be able to hold your mind. You're going to have to be able to turn your mind into a place where you're in authority. And that nothing else is ruling over you. Nothing else has the authority over your abilities and capabilities and your ability to manifest. This is about you, and I cannot overly express that this is about you, and I wanted to make it about you. I need you to see you. I need you to begin to fellowship with you. I need you to begin to fall in love with you. I need you to touch you, to reminisce with you, to arouse you, to stimulate you. Yes, yes. It's your season. It's your time. It's your season. It's your time. It's your season. It's your time. Okay? So it's your season and your time. Okay. Excuse me, friend. Okay. Hopefully you also can also see ambivalence that the master teacher put out there. Simultaneous and contradictory attitudes or feelings such as attraction and repulsion toward an object, person, or action. Okay? And you all can catch that definition later. All right? You can, in your downtime, in the time that you fellowship with yourself, get at it. Yeah, yes, it's a very powerful term. Now, okay, so we understand that, but let me put this out here. This is important for us. I want us to go back and deal with the definition of delusion. Okay? Let me put this out here. And look under when the teacher shall appear, the teacher will appear. It's going to be posted the two. That way you can get it in your eye gates. Okay? All right. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now. How y'all doing? Everybody good? Everybody relaxing? Yeah, because, I told everybody, I posted, hey, while on lockdown, number one thing is don't what? Panic. Yes. And in the words of my nephew, everybody be cool. I see you, Grant. What's going on? Okay. Can we see that? Okay. If we can, let's look at this. To be delusional. Hold on. Well, these readers, I don't know. They just. You can't ever keep them clean. I see you, Geechee. Okay. Y'all, this energy is swirling. This energy is swirling. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at delusion. Delusion. One is a diseased state of mind. Catch this, fam, because this is very important. Because, see, we never get therapy. No one really ever talks to us and really kind of identify and then, or assess, identify, and then reveal to us what's really going on or what may be happening, yes. Right? That's right. So to be delusion or delusional, it is a diseased state of mind in which persons believe things to exist. Listen, and I know you are. A diseased state of mind in which persons believe things to exist, which exists only or in the degree they are conceived of only in their own imagination. Wow, 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 wow. Let me slow that down and let me read that again. The intuitive one, Craig Leverett. So, let me read that again. And I'm going to slow it down. Please forgive me because I'm a little excited because of the energy with this. That I really believe that it's going to heal our hearts, heal our minds, and give us the strength and the power to believe in self, to regenerate ourselves and put ourselves back on the throne of our own mind and take away a factitious individual that does not exist. But one thing for certain is I know you exist. I can see you. I can experience you. I know for a fact that you exist. And we're going to get into some things, okay? So let me read this for you. Okay. Now, again, which exist only, or in the degree they are conceived of only in their own imagination, with a persuasion so fixed and firm that neither evidence nor argument can convince them to the contrary. Wow, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Assalamu alaikum, my key. Brother Michael Neal's in the house. So listen to this. It says, with a persuasion so fixed and firm that neither evidence, listen to this, neither evidence, meaning that which is factual, that can be proven, evidence, nor argument can convince them to the contrary. That's powerful. That's when you're delusional. When you're delusional, the only place something exists is in your own imagination. The fantasy that you are experiencing only consists within the confines of your own imagination. Okay? So let's be clear on that. So here's the thing that we do know and understand. That the lowest vibration is what? The theta realm, right? That's right. That's when you get into your low vibrations. That's the fantasy realm. And let us not mistake anything now. You have to understand something. That's the fantasy realm. We know that the fantasy realm is filled full of information. Yes, sir. We know it is. That's not an argument. But what we're trying to say is the theta realm isn't a realm where you dwell consistently. It is a place where you go to gather in information and then come back out of the theta realm. It's a vibration. It's a realm that vibrates. Yes, it's a realm filled full of information. Okay? So, but you got to come out of there and come back up and get in between the alpha and the theta. Between the alpha and the theta is the ability to manifest or to bring forth matter of fact or to bring a thing into existence so that you're not considered to be delusional. Okay? So now, to be delusional is when only the imagination that you're having and experiencing is only consistent with your thought processes and no one else's. It is said then that you're delusional. But hold on. But if you don't move beyond being argumentative, then look what it also means. The individual is, of course, insane. It's a great many of people walking around that are insane and don't even know it.
Yes, sir. Have no idea.
You know why? Because they haven't been diagnosed. They haven't had an assessment. We don't want therapy because therapy has a bad stigma attached to it when it comes to black and brown people.
Yes, sir.
So we're not going to get caught, man, I ain't talking to no shrink. I'm not going to a psychiatrist. There's nothing wrong with me. But what we don't understand is 70% of the time we are having or experiencing negative thoughts or negative energy that's bombarding us. That is working in us. You know why? Because 95% of what we do is what we seen someone else doing. That's called your subconscious realm. It's important, and I'm slowing this down because it's very important for us to see this. This is your subconscious realm, and 95% of what you do comes from your subconscious. There are programs that are running that you don't even understand that they're running. Right? So what's down in there? What's down in there? What's in there? Your beliefs, your values, what you've been taught, what you learned. From zero, well, it starts the last trimester, the third trimester of what? Pregnancy. That the baby starts to be programmed. And then from 0 to 6, up to about 8 years of age, then you're being hypnotized. You're being programmed. You're downloading whatever you see someone else does. Why? Because your mind is like a blank slate, and it's been imprinted and impressed upon. I call it the enneagramming. Your enneagramming is where all of that information is that's printing the programs. Right? So these programs, so you're experiencing these programs. You're experiencing what grandmama did, what granddaddy did. And you oftentimes hear this expression that if it was good enough for my mama, then it's good enough for me. If Jesus was good enough for my mama and my daddy, Jesus is good enough for me. So what you just said to me is that you've been programmed and that you're running a program that they inserted within you. Now, it's important for you to listen to me. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody, knock anybody, but I want you to know I love you. And because I love you, I'm willing to be persecuted for the truth. I'm willing to suffer for the truth. I'm willing to be blackballed. I'm willing to be derided. I'm willing to be stabbed in the back for what? For the truth. Not for a fantasy, not for a lie, but I'm going to tell you the truth as I know it with fact. Okay? Not with fantasy. Okay? Not with fantasy. See, most people are not going to hold long enough to get it. Okay? I just need you to give me a little time to set this up because it's very important. So we're talking about being delusional. You're delusional. You're insane when you're believing something that is not factual, that is not real. There is something wrong with your thought processes. Now, this goes into a number of other areas in life as well. But we're talking about religion because religion gives it a good toehold. Okay? So we're talking about the church. We're also talking about Islam too. Because y'all wrong too. In my Rastaman. Talking to you too, Rastaman. You know it ain't no J, ain't no Ja. You know it's Yah. Come on, y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that, Rastaman. Where you come from. The land of your forefathers. It's a Y, not a J. That's the hook. They hook you, baby. Don't get hooked. All right. Now. This is important. This is important for us to know. Because what we're doing is taking back our minds. Our minds are being invaded and being programmed to behave a certain way. So what are we doing? We're missing our experiences. You're not having your experience. You're trying to have some sanctimonious, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled experience that you're going to have anyway without the church. It's already within you. The church can't give you anything. It doesn't have anything. All the gifts are within the people because they belong to the what? People. The church holds nothing for nobody. It is an illusion. It is a capsule that you're brought inside of, and your brains are sucked out of your head. Your information, your energy, your spirit, your excitement, your experiences are zapped and sucked right out of you. And they are giving you a program where you're going through life saying, I've never done anything wrong. I've never said anything wrong. I'm saved. I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. And that with fire. And I'm going to do things according to how Jesus would do them. You really don't know how you sound until someone expressed that to you and say, hey, are you really listening to yourself? You have to understand where we're at. We're in a construct, family. Listen to me. We're in a construct that was always meant to be heaven. Why do you say that, Apostle? Because this is the place where we all come to create. Don't you know when you create an invention? When you make an invention, you go in that theta RAM, pull that thing out, and come and build it. It becomes a matter of fact. It becomes matter. It becomes mass. What did you just do? You just created. We're the creators. When we copulate, come together. Mama get pregnant. Baby come forth. What did we just do? We created and brought forth what? Creation. This is the creative realm. This is where we come to create. You ain't going out there to create nothing. Come on, fam. This is the creative realm. This is where you create. This is why your minds are being robbed of your creative ability. Your focus is being stolen because you have to understand something. If the subconscious is carrying 95% of the programs that we're running, then there's only another 5% that we're what? Conscious. And it's an interesting thing that brother said. The young brother man is dealing with conscious or crazy. I think that's awesome. It's right on point. It's timely. But what am I saying? So 5% of the time, that's when you're being creative. That's when you're thinking about you. That's when you're trying to apply what you need to cause things to work the way you need it to work.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. You know how when we're trying to get that female, that pretty girl, you trying to figure it out. You trying to focus on it. You pulling up information. You're focused on it. You're being creative. You're thinking about things to do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some flowers. Yeah, I'll get some flowers. Yes, I'll buy her some candy. You're focused. You're conscious. You're creating. Those are your wishes. That's how you feel, right? So we're being robbed of that, and we're just running programs. Alarm go off. Get up and go to work. Clock strike 3. You walk out the door. Right? Come on, fam. I'm just trying to get you. I'm just trying to get you really just kind of just think. Just kind of think, man. We've been robbed of our thoughts. Our brains are being sucked out of our heads. We've been programmed. Okay? And I'm telling you, one of the greatest toeholds that they have on us is through factitious narratives. Okay? They're nothing more than factitious narratives. That's all they are. That tries to get us to understand something else. They're allegories. They're saying one thing to say something else. So again, we talked about Dr. Wade Nobles some time ago when he talked about the myth and how that there were going to be 3 things that were going to be prevalent to make it of any substance. Right? Y'all remember what those were? Potential, possibility, and probability. Potential, possibility, and probability. Right?
Yes, sir.
Meaning that there is some substance there that can be articulated, that can bring forth a real manifestation, and you see the fact of it. I'm trying to get us to the conversation that we really need to have beyond just saying in Jesus' name. No, you need to say in your name. When I do what I do it in my name because I'm the one with the power. I'm the one with the authority. I'm the one that is shaking and moving. I'm the one that's involved in what's going on. It is I, the one. And you're involved in your own affairs. There is no invisible hand that's involved in your affairs but you. And then the energy that causes favor or anything to happen is coming from you because you released it. You created an atmosphere that was conducive for it to come about or to happen. You did. You happened. And when you happened, you made it happen. Oh, come on. You need to happen. You need to come forth and become and come into being and start living your life. Take your life back from some invisible being You know, I was reading the other day where someone says that it's not my life, but Christ lived his life through me. Now, okay, family, now I just need you to just listen to this again. It's not my life, but it's Christ living his life through me. So you're really not seeing me. You're really seeing Christ. Have any of you all ever seen that Progressive insurance commercial? With what's her name? Flo. Y'all ever seen that with Flo? Where she was asking, she said, "You can't see me," and the guy said, "Yes, I can." She said, "You can't see me." He said, "Yes, I can." "You can't see me." "Yes, I can." And you know how he was looking at her? Like, damn fool. That's how when people say that, that's how you sound. Damn fool. And let me express to you why. And if you can hear what I'm saying and not be offended, then you can heal yourself. If you subscribe to your belief system of what the Gospels say, then you would have to reason with yourself when he says, "I am finished. It is done. I am sitting at the right hand of the Father." Now, so if he's seated, which means that represents not being in a power position. The ones that are standing are the ones that are in a what? Power position. So who's standing? You. So when you say, "Oh, not my life, but it's Christ that lives through me," I'm telling you, man, that's it. I don't see no God, see you. Then you're going to say, "No, not, man, look, I'm looking at you, man. Ain't your name? What's your name?" Right. You Mike? Your name Mike? Okay. Mike. Mike. Earth to Mike. Come on. Earth to Mike. That's your name. That's you, Mike. Live your life. Live your life. Okay. Now, let me look on the timeline here for a minute. Okay. I love you all. I hope y'all love me back. Y'all love me back? Hey, Kiana. Hey, little bit. What's going on? Okay. Hey, Amos. Okay. Now, of course, you are family. You all that are just coming in, we're dealing with, I keep trying to tell you the truth. And I'm going somewhere with this. Just stick with me. And it's going to surprise you. I think you'll really find it interesting. Okay. Okay. Cynthia says my therapist was great. She broke through my wall the first day of meeting. Awesome. Awesome. Yes. That's good. That's good, Cynthia, when we're talking about delusion. Thank you for sharing that. That's so awesome. And listen to, one of the things here, family, when you come into the truth session, this is a place where you come, where your thoughts really count and matter. You will not be derided. You will not be dehumanized, demonized, ostracized, backstabbed, or any of those things. But we take great care with your thoughts, with your mind, because we know that we're in an intimate setting and we're all fragile. So, with that saying, please share, okay? And also in your sharing, just make sure you protect yourself in your sharing, okay? All right. Okay. So Rhonda says, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, and that is so. So in other words, you don't have a mind of your own. That's correct, and this is why we're taking back our minds. Okay. Yeah, Rastafarianism is based upon churchianity. It is Christianity. Yes. Kiana, Sergeant at Arms. Yes, they are dead wrong. Yes, indeed. Shadron says in the field of education, we call that predisposed learning. That is correct. You become susceptible to what is placed before you and put in you. That is so true. And you know what? I just wrote a statement. I think I left it. I just and that it coincides with what you said, Shadron. Yeah, heaven is a state of mind. Yes. Yes, it's interesting enough. Yes, heaven is a state of mind. And what happens is when we tap into the region of our minds that is heaven, we're able to epi it. Epi, E-P-I, epi, meaning to superimpose. That's a Greek word that means to superimpose. And it's called epi-uranos. Epi-uranos, Uranos means heaven. So it means that you're superimposing heaven over the earth, or eretz, or the cosmos, right? That's how powerful we are. That we have the ability to bring that from above to that which is below and manifest. That's power. That's God. That's power. That's what we carry. But guess what? Our thinking has been what? Distorted. Because we're not hearing correctly. Yes. I see you, big JT. Hey man, that food that you're cooking, bro, is awesome. I see it. I see you. Hey, AKA Chocolate Child, Queen Brenda Brown is in the house. Yes, indeed. Yes, that's right. Sister Rhonda Moore, potential, possibility, and probability. And Doctor says, the sacred texts also say, the works I have done, greater works you shall do. Isn't that interesting? That's what it said, but they're not subscribing to that, only in the sense that money cometh or material things. When we're having mental breakdowns everywhere, trauma is finally rearing its ugly head to a place where it's becoming more and more destructive and causing more and more confusion. Okay. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Signet. Yes, coerced, addictive behavior. That's right, Ross. Man, y'all own it. I see y'all hitting at it out here. Okay. Now, where are we going with this? Okay. Now, where I want to go, here's where I want to go. Now, so that's delusional. That's delusion. Now, what I want to deal with is, if you all just give me a little time and we can keep on talking, because we added it up in here. Okay. Apostle, will you take this, please? Thank you. Gratitude. Yeah. All right. Just trying to get this information set for you all, fam. Hope y'all getting something out of it. If y'all come on, give me some of those emojis. Give me some emojis, family. And then it ain't too late to tell somebody. Hit that share button again and tell somebody. Okay, now, again, that was delusion, right? Now, here's where the problem comes in. So, now, I need you to understand this. Let me put this little word out here. Called faith. Faith, now, teacher. Put this little word out there. Y'all see that little word right there? Herein comes the delusion. This one little word right here. Herein comes the fantasy. therein comes the hope. Right? But the church don't understand what hope is. The church understands hype. Hype and hope are two different terms. Why am I saying this? Because it's important to understand. Now, if you understand what hope isn't where you're in some type of conundrum that you're waiting for something to come somehow deliver you out of that conundrum or that ill-favored situation. Hope, if you understand it and look it up, in the Greek, it is the word elpo, from elpis. It's actually y'all know that dog food in the store that you're going by called alpo. That's where they get the name from. It's a Greek word. It actually means hope, H-O-P-E. But what it actually means is as looking forward to a good meal. It means to be in expectation. Now, you hear what I'm saying? It means to be in expectation. And when I'm saying being in expectation, what I'm actually telling you is that there has to be something that's prevalent within you for you to be able to have real hope. Okay? So that means that there is something in you that's stirring you. There's something in you that's creating a yearning in you. It's an expectation. See, it is an expectation, and let me put it in this realm, and I'm pretty sure you probably catch it now. But when a female is born, she's born with all of the eggs that she ever going to have for the rest of her life. Right? Is that right, women? That's correct. Females, that's correct? Yeah. Okay, so that means that she only have a certain level of what? Expectation. She can only expect to have an X amount of what? Pregnancies. But, however, the ability to become pregnant is there. That's when you have hope. The hope isn't something that I got to bring it out of some imaginary place that does not exist. Hope means that there is a remnant. There is a residue. There is a element of something prevalent. Y'all get that? So hope. Now I brought hope in to bring it around to faith. Now put that word out there. Put the word faith out there because, yes, Brother Hank said blind, yeah. Because people say, you got to have faith, brother. Sister, you got to have faith for this to happen. Hey, Jack C., what's going on, man? Hey, Tracy. That's another one of our constituents. Tracy Love. Jack C., that's my main man, y'all. That boy, he go hard on those ones and twos. Yes, indeed. Okay, so now that's so. Now let's deal with faith. Now, faith, let's put this out here. I need to put this out here so you can see it, okay? And then you can see why people get confused and caught up. Okay. Did you check your email? Okay. Now, here's the term that they use now. This is the Greek word is pistis. Let me put that out there. Did you you put it out, Master Teacher? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, please, my sinuses is draining, so please forgive me for snorkeling and sniffing and carrying on. This is pistis, pistis. And then you have also the Greek word pistuo. Pistuo is what you think, how you believe. Right? Doesn't have anything to do with the creative realm of faith. Because I'm getting ready to show you that it doesn't. This is why when people say, well, you just got to believe it even if you can't see it. No, I'm not going to believe anything I can't see. Because if you can't make it manifest, then I'm not going to believe it at all. Because I want to know. I don't want to believe, because belief have in it doubt. That's why you see in the center of the word lie, L-I-E, lie. So I want to know without the shadow of a doubt. So if you put the word believe, right?
That's right.
The word believe, and if you look in the center, it's the word what?
Lie.
Lie. B is what?
First person.
First person what?
Singular.
First person singular, right?
That's right.
So the first person you lie to is yourself.
That's right.
So you be lying to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now. Okay. Just stick with me, y'all. Just stick with me. Give me a minute. I'm gonna put some clothes on this for you. All right. I'm gonna put some clothes on it for you. What's up, big fella? Benji Frazier, 217. Hey, Jason Brown. Okay, now, so I want to know. Now, so when we're dealing with real faith doesn't have anything to do with having to believe anything. It has everything to do with knowing. Okay? It has everything to do with what?
Knowing.
With knowing. Okay. Now, what do we understand about knowing?
It's the lowest level of our learning.
It is the lowest level of our what?
Learning.
Learning. Knowing is. So what I'm saying is I'm getting ready to get at something. Because knowing is the lowest level. So if knowing is the lowest level, then where in the world does that leave believing that? It ain't even on the chart. Okay? All right. You either going to know or you're not. Or you aren't. It's just, that's it. Now, look at the word pistis. It is a Greek word. You can look it up. You can look it up in the Greek Strong's Concordance, Lexicon, Thayer's, Brown, Drivers, Briggs. It's a number of sources that you can utilize to look these terms up, right? But look, the word is pistis, and it means assurance. Now, when you look up the word assurance, assurance takes you to the word insurance.
Yes.
What does insurance do?
Protection.
It does what?
Protection.
It covers and what?
Protect.
Protects you. That's what we use insurance for, right?
Yes, sir.
Insurance, yes. Insurance also means to give you full confidence. Wait a minute. You saying pistis or faith actually means to give you what? Full confidence. Not only does it give you full confidence, but it first off gives you assurance.
Yes.
It gives you full coverage. Not just liability, but it gives you what? Full coverage.
Yes.
What is it covering? It's covering the spectrum of your thought processes. It is what? It is going to hemisync your hemispheres. It's going to cause you not to be brain dominant.
Yes, sir.
It's going to bring your mind online. It's going to open up and you're going to see how things really appear. So what is it saying? It's saying that you're going to have what? Full confidence. That's awesome when you have full confidence.
Yes. Yes.
And then also look what it says. It says to be free from what? Doubt. if you can see that definition, it says to be free from doubt. Wow. So this stuff that they're telling you to believe and have blind faith, just believe it's going to happen, brother, that's hockey puck. That's foolishness. That's shit. It's shit at the highest level. And I'm going to get to the word shit too today in just a few seconds. Just give me just a minute. I'm going to get to it too. So you can understand what shit is and where shit come from. Okay? Now, so also it means the truthfulness, and you see YHWH. That's the acronym for the memoriam name of the Creator Yahweh. And you'll also see it around my neck. Right?
Correct.
And I'm not a religious fanatic person, family. Listen to what I'm telling you. When you understand what the truth is, you don't get caught up in religious fantasy. You get caught up in real spirituality. You really begin to commune with the spirit world. Okay? And not fantasy. Okay? Not run around telling... Okay, I'll leave that alone. Now, here's a word that it means. Check this out, family. This is very important. Because faith means to have fidelity. Now, listen to me. Pistis is the Creator's faith, not man's faith. It is the spirit realm information that exists. Now, let me show you what I mean by this. Look at that word fidelity. Let me put some meaning to that. Okay. Everybody good? Everybody okay?
Yes.
How y'all doing out there, family? Tap on some of those emojis. Let me know you're with me, that you still love me. So, look at what the word faith means. It means fidelity. Look at this. It means fidelity. What does fidelity mean? So, then, when we finish with this definition of fidelity, then you shall, without doubt, understand that faith has nothing to do with your ability to believe anything. It has everything with your ability to know and then duplicate and replicate. Let's look at it. To have real faith is to have the accuracy of a thing and the exactness of it. When you have faith, you have accuracy with what you're trying to deliver, what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to share. You have total control over it. You have power over it. You have the ability to make it present itself as it is. Okay? Now, also it goes into the audio and video realm. Okay? So that means then you have to have the ability to what? See and hear. Fidelity gives you the ability to what? See and hear. Not only does it give you the ability to see and hear, but it causes you to do it with accuracy and the exactness of it. In other words, the fidelity is going to cause you to see how things really appear. Now, if there's an individual by the name of Jesus Christ, we'll all be able to see him and we'll all be able to see what he looked like. Y'all ain't going to say nothing now.
Hello.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. All right. Now you should be able to cause everybody to see it. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to manifest it. And I'm not talking about manifest you as him. No, manifest him that we can all see him visually if he exists. Okay. All right. Got a little quiet there. Okay. So, the degree of accuracy, watch this, with sound or images, or recorded or reproduced. Look at this. Look at this. Catch this. The degree of accuracy with which sound or images are recorded or what? Reproduced. The accuracy. This deals with accuracy. See, when you're talking about real faith, it's dealing with accuracy. It is dealing with assurance and insurance. It is dealing with confidence. It is dealing with the fact that there is no doubt involved in it. Which means it has nothing to do with belief. It has everything to do with knowing. Knowing that it will. It's like knowing that wood would burn if you put fire to it. And it'll work like that every time. If you put fire to that wood is going to do what? Burn. Every time. I can also show you how to do it. I can show you, get a match. We get a match, strike that match, put it to that wood. Guess what that wood gonna do? That wood gonna do what? Burn. That's replicating. That's reproducing, right? With accuracy. Okay. Now, watch this. Listen to what it also means. I see you, brother. Hey, Ronald. I'm trying to. Hey, Jazzy. What's going on? Okay, so what am I trying to move? I'm trying to give us some kind of warring techniques against being delusional or being insane. I'm trying to give you some information so you can take back your mind, take back your will, take back your thoughts, take back your subconscious and reprogram it. Okay? This is why we're doing this. Yes. Yes, gratitude, Queen. So this is why we're doing it. We're not doing this trying to be malicious or hurt anyone or injure anyone. No, but we're actually trying to really save your life. Okay. Because I keep trying to tell you the truth. Okay. Now, the third thing it means, listen to this. Exact, listen. Exact correspondence with fact. Oh my goodness. Did y'all hear that? Faith, then, is an exact correspondence with fact or with a given quality, condition, or event. Accuracy. It is with accuracy that event comes forth. You can't, listen. Ain't nobody been able to reproduce, replicate, having a baby without a man. So you can't tell me to believe that. That ain't faith. That's a factitious narrative, though. That's not faith. Faith means then that whatever is done in the construct in this realm can be replicated. It can be duplicated. It can be re-recorded. And not only that, but it will have it with great accuracy. You'll know what it is. You'll know where it came from. You'll know how it operates. How many different churches you have. How many different religions you have. But you're all supposed to be serving the same God. Come on here. That's not being duplicated. That's not faith. That is your own will to believe what you choose to believe. Through programming. Somebody gonna talk to me though. I know. I get into these kinds of situations. Okay? Okay. Now, the fourth and final thing that I cited it meant, and you're more than welcome to inbox me. I'll send you a copy of my notes. I don't have any problem with that at all. Okay, family? Okay, now, the fourth and final thing that I cited that fidelity means, because pistis or faith means to have fidelity. Okay? Now, if you don't have fidelity, then you don't have faith. Hello, somebody. You may have something else, but it's not faith. Okay. Now, faithfulness to obligations, duties, or observance. Faithfulness to that. In other words, you're committed to how things should operate properly, and as a result of that, you continue on in the process of it. Hello, fam. I love y'all. Hey, Sid. Conscious are crazy. Sid is in the house. Okay, let me look on the timeline and then we're going to move on. Just give me a few more minutes, family. I know I'm a little long, but I know you want this because this is important, okay? And then some you go back and you can watch it later, okay? Or you can break it up in parts and bits and pieces while you're doing something and listen to it. You said nailed it. Okay. Okay, just bear with me, family. Teach, yo, teach. What I be saying, I'd rather know than to believe. That's right. Yes, indeed. That's what Sid said. Signet said. Okay. Now, Kiana says, this is the time to manifest. This is so true. Yes. Yes. Hey, Queen Jazzy. Yes. Programmed and active ancestral DNA. Hank's still here, Rhonda. Even those who artificially inseminate need a sperm donor. This is so correct. Signet said, which hell or heaven you going to is my question. Right. Yeah, that, hey, same question. Okay. Yes. Thank you. My son hooked me up. He's a loctician. Yes, indeed. Hey, D. Okay, so now, let's move on. Now, here's why I'm bringing you to this. This is why I want to take you to delusion first and then to faith to show you how people inaccurately use it because they cannot exact anything. They cannot reproduce anything. They cannot replicate anything. They cannot do what Yahushua did. They do it in what? Fragmentations. You have a person over here do one of these things, a person over there do one of those things, somebody over here do one of those things, and then what that does is divide everybody. So you got all of these different kinds of religions and different kinds of ministries, and everybody got the truth. Come on. That something wrong with that picture. Okay. All right. Okay, now I need to draw your attention. Please, I'm not trying to proselytize anyone. Please know that. But I want to show you something that the church pays no attention to. Religion. Kena says good food. Let me put this out here for you all. Apostle, if you, excuse me, if you'll look below, you'll see Luke 11:52 without. You see it? It's right up under your, it should be in the paperwork I sent you. Did you get the paperwork? Okay, I need to draw your attention to something. I just put it on the timeline. I need to draw your attention to this. It says, listen to this. Now this is gonna be in succinct. I'm concisely putting this together to succinctly walk us all the way through this so you can get the drawing, so that you can get the picture, okay? Hopefully you will. And hopefully you'll not be offended. Because I'm definitely not trying to offend you, because I really know how to do that. That's something I don't get into, okay? All right, now, unless you force me to. Okay, now it says, woe unto you lawyers, for you have taken away the key of knowledge. ye enter not in yourselves, and them that were entering in ye hindered. I'm going to read this again for you, and then we're going to start combing through some words here to get an even more profound rendering of what it's conveying to us. Okay? Now, woe unto ye lawyers. Now, this puts you in the realm of professional people. This puts you in the realm where people who are supposed to know exactly what they are saying to you. Catch what I'm saying? They are supposed to be learned to the point that they can express and bring to life whatever they're demonstrating to you with verbally. Y'all gonna talk to me though in a minute. So, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Now, you have to understand that key there is referring to something. It is actually a Greek word called kleis or kleis. It is actually referring to something, and you can put it out there. Master teacher put it out there for you. But it is actually referring to a unlocking tool or a locking tool. So key then is referring to what? Your mind. What they have done is locked up your mind with religious jargon. With good spells. With the gospel, the good spells. They'll lock your mind down. Right? Okay. Now, so we see where we're going with this. We see that the mind has been locked down. Why are they locking the mind down? They're locking the mind down so that you can't get to what? Knowledge. See, because if you really get to knowledge, what's going to happen is you're going to become conscious. Let me show you what I mean in just a second. But you're going to become what? Conscious. Contact. And then what? Science. Conscious, to be conscious actually means to be in contact with what?
Science.
Science. Contact science. Now we're gonna have to solve for conscious. And we're gonna have to solve for science. Right? We're gonna have to solve for those two. We're gonna solve for them. Contact science. To be conscious means to be in contact with science. Okay. Now, let's go a little further. Yeah, see, you said, we in your thing now, baby. Conscious or crazy, baby. Said the man is in the house. What's up, M&M? 217 Mike Martin is in the house. My name Mike. All right, now, we're going to break this down real slow. Now, the word knowledge is actually a Greek word, and let's deal with it. It is gnosis or gnosis. Remember, we dealt with gnosis, didn't we? Where did we get that term from? Y'all remember? Anyone remember? It was on the end of a word that we dealt with. But anyway, we'll get back to that. We ain't going to get sidetracked. But look at this. Look up under when the teacher shall appear. Y'all see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's break that down. Let's look at it. The word is gnosis or gnosis. In some cases, the G is silent, and then in some cases it isn't. So, gnosis. But just for a point of information, and I'm not going to go there today with this, but just for point of information, the word gnosis actually factors all the way out into the word Genesis. You call it Genesis. It's never been Genesis. Our counterparts have a way with words. But anyway, it is a Greek word called Genesis. Okay? And then for point of information too, it would be Bereshith. The correct rendering of the name would be Bereshith. But it wouldn't, just for point of information, I'm going to get us back to our original thought. But it actually wouldn't be the first book anyway. Because the alphabet doesn't start with a B.
Right.
So it can't be in the beginning. It would have to be, there's information that's missing that most people don't know. And it ain't no Enoch book. Yeah. But there's information that, okay, let me bring us back to this thought. But anyway, it factors out into Genesis, but the word is gnosis. And it means knowing. Not only knowing, but the act of it. That you can demonstrate it. You demonstrating what you know. Because it's real. You can manifest it. You can make it manifest. You ain't hidden and missing. You're actually doing it because it's real. It has fidelity. It has accuracy. It has insurance that it's going to do exactly what it's been designed to do. Okay? Now, look at this. Oh, it's a little word in there. Look at that. Oh. That is, by implying knowledge, it means ooh. Y'all see that little word in there? Is that word? What that word is?
Science.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell what? So gnosis means science. Oh my God. So then, the key that they're taking away is science. The ability for your mind to cause things to have fidelity. Look at that little word right there. If you don't believe me, look it up. Okay, so it brings us to science. I'm going to get to science. Y'all got to let me deal with this. Help me out, y'all. Work with me. Work with me. I need y'all keep pulling. I need y'all keep pulling. Work with me. Okay. Hit them emojis. Do something for me. Show me some love. Okay. Now, so we see it means science. And let me go a little bit farther with this, and then we're going to come back to science. But it means science, but it comes also from another word called gnosko. And gnosko means a prolonged form of a primary verb meaning to know absolutely. See, science is going to cause you to what? Know absolutely. See, when you have real knowledge, knowledge, come on here, isn't blind faith. Knowledge isn't asking you to believe anything. Knowledge is saying, watch me manifest, baby. Ooh. Ooh-wee. One of my sons, Melchizedek. Melchizedek said he the Mysterion man. He gonna manifest something. Yes, indeed. He gonna make it come forth. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, just a little humor. Okay, so we see the prolonged form of a primary verb to know absolutely. And it also means not only to know absolutely, but it means to allow. Look at this here. Ooh, it means to be aware of. What do I always tell you, our family?
To be aware is to be alive.
To be aware is to what?
To be alive.
To be alive. Because why? You will be in the knowing.
Yes.
You are in the knowing. You're not hidden and missing. You're not guessing. You're not delusional. You're not insane. But you know that you know. You know. See, you can't tell somebody, I know the man. I know he real. I know, but you can't manifest him.
That's right.
Make it manifest. Make him jump out here in the middle of us and say, peekaboo. You can't do it.
Come on.
Neither can you the devil. Y'all over there messing with the devil. Till I call you out in Jesus' name, messing with the devil. And you can't make nothing manifest. All you see is somebody going through an act. You don't see actuality. You don't see the video. Where the video at? Come on, man. Make that picture jump in the room. Come on. You can put a hologram in there. We can go to the holodeck and play all day. It ain't real. When you get to the realness, when you get to God, and when you really see God, you're going to look in the mirror and see God. You're going to see him and you're going to see her. That's all you're going to manifest. It's in your name. It's in your spirit. That's why you have a spirit. That's why you have a name, because you've been empowered to do so. You've been empowered to experience life. You've been empowered to create heaven. You've been empowered to come here and just have a good time. Ooh, good gracious of life. And y'all done let somebody stole it from us. They done programmed us. Took us off the throne. Then enslaved us. Then took our queens. Took our children from our queens. Then separated the queen from the king. Programmed us, and you still running around with them programs, and you talking about Jesus saved. And Jesus ain't gonna bit more save you than a man on the moon. You're gonna have to save yourself. It's been designed for you to save yourself and your family. That's why you have power. That's why you have authority. Because you're the priest. You're the priestess. You're the divine. You're the apostle, the prophet. You, whoever you're supposed to be over your stuff. Okay. Let me go and work with this, y'all, and then I'm going to leave you alone. I promise. All right. Okay, so it means to, oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. It means to feel. When you have knowledge, you are able to feel. In other words, you can sense. You can feel. And one of the Hebrew terms for the word feel, F-E-E-L, feel, is a Hebrew term called nephesh. Nephesh actually in the Hebrew means the physiology, the body. The Greeks call it the soma, but it's the body. In other words, when you have knowledge, what it does is it brings the two worlds together. Epi-uranos happens, or shamayim happens. Now, you're probably saying, what the hell is shamayim? Shamayim is a Hebrew term for the word heaven, but it doesn't mean one. It means many. There's many heavens. And when it's talking about it in Shamayim, when you okay, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Shamayim. Again, it's a Hebraic word for what did I say it was for?
Heaven.
For heaven, right? But if you look in this word, you're going to find another Hebrew word. Y'all know what that word is? That word is, Master Teacher just said it. Somebody else said it. What is that word?
Mayim.
Mayim. Mayim means Mayim Hayim. We call it living water, but Mayim means water. Not only does it mean water, but it means sperm. So when you start talking about heaven on the inside, you are starting to talk about where life is being created. And then for 40 weeks, 9 months, little Junior or Sally, what they doing in there? They developing what? They're developing in what though?
Water.
In what?
Water.
Yeah, in water, ain't it? Shamayim or Mayim. The place where we are being constructed. Where's heaven? On the inside, and where mama's womb. And then we talked about womb, didn't we? What? Beitan, which means what? A womb. Right?
That's right.
But it also means what? The what?
Mind.
The mind. So as above, so is below. So the mind has the ability to become what? Also what? Pregnant. With what? Ideas, thoughts, concepts.
Yes.
What? Creation. Right? We can go into the theta realm. We can go into the theta realm and pick up what? Things that we can use to do what? Create and manifest out here. Y'all gonna talk to me? Okay. All right. Now, so here we go. Now you have to understand too. We need water for survivability. How many of you all know that?
Yes.
We are comprised of 70 to 75% what?
Water.
Water. Yes, water. So we need water to what? Survive. If they haven't explained to you yet, water is in the atmosphere. We breathe it in every what? Day. Water is mixed with air. We breathe it in every day. We have to have water. Isn't that something?
Yes.
We've never thought about having. You can see that water is everywhere. All you have to do is wait till wintertime comes. When wintertime happens, what tends to fall out of the sky? Say it? What?
Snow.
Snow falls out of the sky, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how is a snowflake formed?
Through dust.
With one single speck of dust, and water does what? Yes, water creates from dust. Y'all ain't gonna catch this though. Water creates from dust a snowflake. Dust is particles floating in the air.
Yes.
Particles is what? Energy. Energy and matter is interrelated and come together and create mass. So hence you get a what? A snowflake. Same thing happened to us. How we get here? Interrelations. Particles. Energy. We're energy. And we need to understand this. And they're robbing us of our experiences because we're energy. This body is just something we put on to be able to manifest. See, because we can put it on, we can manifest that we're what? Real. See, without one of these, you ain't real. Isn't that something? So that means that all the while you're trying to make something in the invisible realm manifest in this realm without a nephesh, without a soma, without a body, without physiology, it's not going to happen. That's illegal. Okay. Hey, Miss Nelly. Y'all making me work hard for this one. Y'all won't even send me no energy. Y'all won't send me no emojis. Y'all just doing me. Today, y'all making me work like this. Okay. Yep, to surrender, to be aware, to be alive. Tammy Green says science is used to actualize spiritual truths in the earth. You are so correct, Tammy. You go. Listen to you. All right. Brother Geechee says, self-knowledge is true wealth. Yes, it is. Yes. Conscious says, contact, science, knowledge. Yes, indeed. Shamayim. Shamayim. Okay. Hey, Charles. Okay. Miss Nelly, you know. Miss Nelly. Hey, Demetrius, what's going on, man? Okay, now let me go ahead and finish up on this because I know y'all said, yeah, he is belaboring the point. Okay, here we go. Now, now we're going to have to deal with something, y'all. Going to get a little dicey here. But let me finish out this definition for it. Now, remember to stick with the term. We're sticking with the term science, okay? Okay, now, in conclusion of this, it says perceived, be resolved, can speak and be sure, and to understand. Now, that doesn't have anything to do with having some kind of faith. It has everything to do with knowledge. But what has happened because they have taken away the key, then you can't get in there to see what faith really is because they lock you out. They lock your mind up and reprogrammed you. But here comes the one with the key. I found the key maker to unlock your mind. And I'm doing it with these words to unlock your mind, to unlock your spirit, and open up the spirit world to you in a safe way, not in a harmful way, not in some kind of mythical, magical way. And I'm using these words a certain way, and if anybody wanted any clarification of what I'm really saying to them, you can inbox me and we can talk about it, because I'm not knocking anybody's ability to use these words in a certain way and get certain things done. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying a certain kind of act and behavior that certain people carry that is detrimental. Okay? It'll mess with your survivability, and it'll mess with you mentally. Okay? All right, so let me go ahead on it. Let's go with this. Let's look at the word science. I want to put something out here Dr. Bobby Wright said. Listen to what Dr. Bobby Wright said. And I'm careful, family. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm careful with how I line things out so that I can keep your mind in a safe place. And that's in your control. That's why I parameterize and put borders around everything that I'm giving you. Okay? Now, if you're mentally strong enough, you can venture out from that and do more research for you in a more specific way. Okay? All right. Okay. This is what Dr. Bobby Wright said. In his book, The Psychopathic Racial Personality and Other Essays. He said, everything that exists in some amount, and if it exists, it can be measured. You know something? Okay, so now, here's one thing we do know. That energy can be what? Measured. So then we do know energy is what? Real. We know that energy is what? Spirit. We know that we're what? Spirit. But the only way that you'll know what it is and who it is that it has to what? Manifest. It has to do what? Take shape. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. All right. Now let's put. Okay. Let's say it again. I hear you. Everything that exists in some amount, and if it exists, it can be measured. That's a scientific dictum. Okay? All right? Okay. Okay, Sister Tammy, I'm finna get ready to show you how you measure it. You have to understand what it is to be able to measure it. Because it's not what people have been Describing, projecting. Okay. We need to do a little work here. Okay. This is from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. I need you to listen to this. Watch this. Now we're still dealing with the word what? Science, right? Okay. Okay. Let me put this out here. And then we're going to break down science. Okay? Let me put this out here. The first one, possibly not the second one yet.
Yes.
Y'all okay? All right. Okay. Ah, look at that word. Y'all see that word? I know y'all been saying, man, Apostle been throwing that word around. Been throwing shit around an awful lot. What is he doing? Up in there cussing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a funny thing, man. People always worried about somebody cussing. Man, people dropping like flies and you talking about somebody cussing. Isn't that something?
That's right.
That's right. That's right, Geechee. Ross, that's right. You are not this body. That's right. We just needed to operate in this realm. Excuse me, you all. I need to blow my nose. Please excuse me. Sinuses. I'm sorry. I'm back. I had to blow my nose. Yep. I know some of you may want to call in, but we haven't had an opportunity to get our number back up and running yet. As soon as we will be entertaining calls. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. All right, look at this word. Shit. I just want you to liberate yourself today. Just liberate yourself today. And if you're a church person, you're a pastor, apostle, prophet, you're in the Nation of Islam, where you may be today, might be a month today, I want you to just go ahead on and just free yourself and set yourself free and just go and say shit. Shit, shit, shit. Bullshit. What kind of shit is that? What the shit done hit the fan? Bullshit.
Going down.
Why y'all throwing that shit around like that? Just go and liberate yourself. Get free. Yeah, and then if anybody walk in on you, just tell them, hey man, the apostle told me I can get free. I can liberate myself. All right, now, look at this shit. From the Old English, it is the word Satan or Satan. Almost sound like Satan. All right, comes from a pseudo-German language. Sket. From a pseudo Indo-European. Skaid, meaning to split, to divide, to separate. Related to. shit. On the notion of separation from the body, compared to the Latin excrementus or excrementum, from exernere, meaning to separate. Shit. Okay, let's go. Look here. Now watch this. Look at you. Here it comes. Watch this. Watch how this jump up at you. It said, it is thus a cousin to what? Science. And what? Conscious. Well, look at it. So, conscious and science, he said, conscious, yes, and science has its roots in what? Shit. And shit has its roots where? And science and what? Conscious. The church ain't gonna never tell you this. But look, knowledge means what? Science. So science then is revealing to you what all that shit is about. Okay, let's go a little further. Okay. It turns into a noun. Psyche. Purging. Sense of what? Excrement. Dates from 1585 from the verb. The notion that it is a recent word may be because the word was taboo from what? The common era of what? 1600, and rarely appeared in what? Print. It was never meant to be a vulgar word. It was never meant to be an expletive. It means conscious in science. It means to come in contact with. Oh, I'm talking to y'all today. Hey, brother. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all today. Y'all talking that shit. All it is shit. And and when we get through with the word science, you're going to understand how to deal with shit. Throwing all this shit around. Okay. Now. Okay. Let's let me give you some more. Hold on. Let me give you some more. So y'all won't be thinking, oh, okay. Wait a minute. Come on. I ain't gonna get up off of that one yet. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. All right. Put the other one out there. Yes, sir. Here's some more. See, this is why I'm telling y'all, these pastors, leaders, Nation of Islam, all in everywhere, listen, aren't taking their scholarship far enough insofar as it comes to this information, because they got your mind locked down so they can control you. And that's just the honest truth. I'm just being honest with you, and I'm just going to tell you the truth. Any religion that you're in and it's absent of science, you're being controlled. You're being programmed. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you all see that? Here it is again. It started up again. It says scholars trace the word back to what? Old Norse origin. And it is virtually certain that it was used in some form by pre-Lariat, the German tribes at the time of the Roman Empire. Y'all see this? At the time of the Roman Empire. This word was back then in the time of the who empire?
Roman.
The Roman Empire. Isn't that something?
Yes, it is.
Shit. Okay. Now, it was originally adopted in Old English as psyche, eventually morphing into Middle English skitty. The word may be further traced to Proto-Germanic, skite, skeet, and ultimately to Proto-Indo-European, skaid, we talked about earlier. The ancient Greek language had score or root scat from the modern Greek scat, scottet, or scottit, talk. I'm being funny, family. Please forgive me. Kata and kata. Y'all hear the Klingon in my voice? Still existed in the Iceland language today. Okay? Right. So the word what? Shit means what? It brings into the realm of what? Science and what? Consciousness. Because what? They're the same family. They're the same word. Same word. So, okay. Now, let's break science down. Let's look at this. And then I'll be finished with your family. I know y'all been in here with me for a while. And I love you. Thank you. Because I know your Saturdays. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all on lockdown. Y'all cheating. Y'all on lockdown, man. I see why y'all up in here. Okay. At any rate, the first one. Well, I guess you can go ahead and do the whole one. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, fam, I'm going to drop this one on you. I ain't going to hurt you, Hammer. Did you put it out there yet, Apostle?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because my computer is doing, I don't know what the hell it's doing over here. Huh? Okay. Okay. All right, science. When you look at the word science, look at it. Science is systematic study of anything that can be what? Examined, tested, and what? Verified, right? The word science is derived from the Latin words, we just had this word, didn't we? Scire. Meaning to what? Know. From its earlier beginning, science has developed into one of the greatest and most influential fields of human what? Endeavor, right? Today, different branches of science investigate almost everything that can be what? Observed or what? Detected and what? Seen as a whole what? Investigated, almost everything that can be observed or detected, and science as a whole shapes the what? The way we understand the what? Universe. Look at that. Our what? Planet. And who else? Ourselves and other what? Living things. So you cannot have faith without science. And you cannot have religion without science. Look at that. So then we talked about the word fidelity. Is that right? Yes. We talked about fidelity. Fidelity means that you should be able to do what had been done. You should be able to reduplicate it with great accuracy. In other words, you should be able to make the exact same thing happen the way that it happened the first time. That means that if I take a match and light that stick, that stick is going to catch fire. If we do it every time, that's science. That means that it is a matter of fact that this is going to happen every time I light that. That's not religion. We think that doing anything religiously or repetitively is religion. That's something altogether different, because what you're trying to do is manifest something spiritually with that level of what you're doing. But when you get into scientific realm, you get into that, man, that is a matter of fact. I'm telling you, I can make it happen every time. Whatever I'm doing, I'm telling you, I can make it happen. If it's real, you can make it happen. You don't have to tell nobody, man, just believe it, man, until it happens. Fake it till you make it. It's going to happen one day. Yeah. First thing happen when you get sick, you the pastor, you in the hospital, you go to the doctor. Right. But you tell your members, let's pray. We're going to have a prayer meeting. Call the prayer line, and we're going to pray for you. But you went to the doctor. See, all of this stuff, something is wrong with this stuff. Okay. Let me finish up. I'm sorry, friend. Okay, now, science develops through objective what? Analysis instead of through personal what? Beliefs. Don't have anything to do with your personal belief. Watch this happen. Bam! Ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. I feel like the Lord is putting on my heart. Okay. Knowledge gained in science accumulates as time goes by. Building on work performed earlier. See, whatever you lay in, somebody ought to be able to come along and build on it, and it works. Okay? Some of this knowledge, such as our understanding of numbers, stretches back to the time of ancient civilizations when scientific thought first begun. It takes us back to what? Science. It takes us back to what? Mathematics. Take us back to quantum.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to take us back to quantum mathematics. If you don't understand quantum mathematics, anything anybody really try to tell you about the cosmos and how science works is going to confuse you. But once you begin to understand the quantum principle, quantum leaping, the quantum works of mathematics, man, it's going to open you up to a whole new world, family. And I leave you with this quote from the one. You see that quote? Put it out there for me, Master Teacher Master. Okay. This is the one thought. The spirit evolves. Words are spirit. New truths shall emerge, bringing forth other than what we are accustomed to hearing, seeing, or experiencing. And I leave you with that. So tell them to stop with the bullshit. But it deals with a secretion. Deals with a byproduct. What you see in this realm is nothing but a byproduct. It's a byproduct. Everything we're looking at in this realm is shit. It's a byproduct. We're the real substance that is on the inside of this, and we have the ability to transform this, shape it, mold it, bring it to its being, and cause it to do what it's designed to do. But I've held you long enough, family, and I'm so grateful that it's you've given me your ear, given us your ear, and we've shared as a family. I'll look on the timeline to see if there's anything there, but I just want you to know I love you. And I'm grateful. Sister brother says, so I'm the shit. Yeah. Now that's some shit. Yeah. Can't see. Shit. Yeah. Shit. And then brother ain't saying bullshit at that. Bullshit. Family, I love y'all, man. Y'all, it's awesome, man. I love you guys. All right. Listen. As always, do what? Hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. But by all means, cover yourselves accordingly. This has been your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet. Listen, one love, eternal life, peace, power, prosperity, and good health. Shalom Aleichem Mishpachah. Peace be unto you, family. You just finished up another truth session. The place where your thoughts really matter and count. Namaste. Amani. Deusi. Keep trying to tell you.